What is going on, guys? Thought I'd give you a shot of the newly remodeled, ever updating studio. What are you guys doing? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. And yes, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants tonight. Have I got a bunch to share with you guys tonight? I'm leaving Area 51. It's been a while since we really caught up, and there's been so many videos and so many things that I've wanted to share with you, including last week. And we got stormed out where I'm at right now up at Lake Tahoe, 17 inches up here, but there's no snow up here right now. No snow right now. So I waited down in Urington, Nevada. Yeah. No, I was not coming up here in that. But what a mess it made of the highways, and all for about one weekend. But that is also why I couldn't get on here and share with you guys. It was blowing and 50, 60, even 70 mile an hour gusts. It was hunker down and hold on. And I just thought, we can't do a live like that. We can't. We leave that little black spot up on top of the tent is a solar panel for the lights. They come on up across the ribs of the clam tent, the studio tent, and we'll just get that out of there. We'll just get that out of there. But also, Tom and Lori left out there at Area 51. I didn't really get to share that with you. And I may have found aliens. And maybe. I'll share with you guys. You tell me. Also, big news, Nomad news tonight. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Is the reservation systems now? Years ago, I remember when ghost camping was a thing, and ghost camping was basically people coming in on Tuesday or Wednesday and paying for the entire week and then not arriving until Saturday or Sunday just so that they would have their spot. And it was frustrating, but you didn't see a lot of movement from the Park Service. They were getting money for days that somebody may not have been there. So now there is a surprising report about the reservation systems nationwide. And if I told you that over 50% of the people are not, they're not showing up for their reservations. And that is surprising and sad, because there's a lot of people out there, including me, trying to get reservations for the Keys down below. I don't know. I have not been able to do it. And you can you can reserve up to 11 months in advance, and those reservations they're pretty tough. I wish there was a secret to getting those, but we'll talk a little bit about that, including apps and programs that can help you try to take advantage of these. But yeah. Whew. So we'll get right to it and say hi to everybody really quick, and then we'll get this party started right here. WC RV Adventures saying hello from South Florida. You're right down there by Don Cowboy Biker Adventures. He's in the lower Keys, you guys. Would somebody go down there and show Don an alligator? For crying out loud, the man has been in Florida for months now. He has not seen an alligator, and I don't understand. I don't understand. But Don, I'm pulling for you. You're gonna see one sooner or later. It's got to happen. X Fired Up Cracker Box Palace. That's Bill right there. Say hi to him. Finally, my time, formerly known. We could do this like Twitter. We could do X, formerly known as Twitter. This is finally my time, formerly known as Market Share, is in the house. He's hitting the road in the next 3 months. Congrats. Is hitting the road Wednesday for the next 3 months to escape the heat. I don't blame you. Next exit is in the house. There's Mr. Bob right there. And Bob had mentioned Cowboy Biker Adventures, Dawn had a live. I'm sorry I missed that, Dawn. I did not get the reservation. I don't know. I not the reservation. I got a reservation on the brain. I'm gonna have it until I get these reservations down for the lower keys. And if you have reservations down in the lower keys for February of next year, call me up. We'll do some bartering. We'll work on that. RV Living Life, who's back out on the road. That is Mr. Gary and Miss Carol right there. Sassy Pants for you. There's Miss Jen. She's right up there in near Bend, Oregon. Very, very close to it. She's been giving me the updates on the weather here. And how about this right here? Let's just say hi, Wayne and Carrie. I'm gonna cut in on your first word of the night, and because she's got a happy Mother's Day to all us moms on here. Absolutely happy Mother's Day. Miss my mom very much. Died years ago, and I still miss her to this day. So anyway, all right, knock that off. Somewhere in here, I saw Miss Pearl. She is in the house. Glad to have you here. James Gardner's in the house from Billings, Montana. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I see it. People say we need to catch up on videos. All right. I know. I know. I want to share though right here. As I spent a wonderful amount of time with Tom and Lori. Can I just show this? Lori brings this over, and there is, I just love Bear. You guys know that if you've watched for any amount of time. That is their dog, Bear, the most famous dog on YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. That right there, I was updated by Lori. That was a picture of Bear minutes after I left a location, and she snapped a picture of Bear. And I just love that puppers. I just love that puppers. Love the cup. And thank you. We got. See if I can't. There we go. Yeah, there's Bear. There's Bear. Thank you guys for the cup. I love the cup. You know, you guys, I love my coffee cups. I drink more coffee than what should humanly be allowed. And there you go. So Canadian coffee for my Canadian friends there, and Gary. I don't have your cup. I've got Tom and Lori's. I got my Bear cup. So, but Canadian coffee today. All right. Let's see if we can't throw up a video here and say hi to everybody that way. Start this thing off. And How about right here? Here we go. Tom and Lori just about packed up. Now, Bear, if you want to stay here, just be quiet and stay here. I got your back. What do you think? Is that good? Yeah. You want what dog? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Traitor.
You'll see Dave in another week or so.
Yeah, I get to see you soon. I get to see you again soon.
You'll see him.
Yes. Oh, come here, Bear. Over here, this way.
Go see him
This
today.
way. Yes. Here. Sit.
There you go.
There you go.
Stay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go by. Hey.
She's happy.
She loves to go.
Yeah.
Truck. She does.
Chance was the same way. Once the wall started coming in, you really couldn't get him out of the coach. He'd stay right there at the top of the stairs. He didn't want to come back out. He knew this house moved and he was excited for wherever it was going.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby bear.
Are we ready to go? Huh? Ready for go? Say goodbye to Dave. Say we'll see you later. See you soon.
I'll see you
hopefully.
soon. I'll see you soon.
Let's go get in the truck. Let's go get in the truck.
Okay, so maybe Bear isn't going to stay with me. It was worth a shot. Tom can wave at the white bus. I'll wave at them. So, all right, they're gone. Let's get on the road because I have a field trip I want to do. Been wanting to do it for a couple days now. We're going to take a trip on up. I've heard that there's some petroglyphs, possibly an old ghost town. We'll go up there. We'll bring the metal detector along with us and head on up the hill. Bye, Tom, Lori. We'll see you here soon. See ya. All right. We'll show a little bit more of that a little later on, and including mailbox, black mailbox, and not black, Area 51, the black mailbox, you know, the black mailbox, that one. Got that one coming up, and we'll skip right ahead to some petroglyphs up there, including some that I may have found an alien. You guys tell me. But we're going to start right off, though, tonight, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the reservation systems. Do I still have my banner up here? I don't see it. Yeah, I do, right there. Don't I? Let's see. No, I don't have it. I usually have my Nomad News banner, and for some reason, it's not there. So... let's share a screen with you guys and just go ahead and get right to it. Share a screen. Let's hope that it puts it in the right one here, in the right order. Let's share that one. All right, guys. This was not the right order, but let's back up here. RVbusiness.com providing the report here. It was actually done by somebody else. This just came out on April 30th, though. This is what I wanted to share last week, but I didn't get a chance to do it. And wow. There we go. Majority of campers cancel or no-show their reservations, and it has become a problem. And we're just going to go ahead and talk about that a little bit tonight. So they are reporting, but I can't get back to my screen here. Where's my screen? Where is that? No, this one right here. There we go. Oh, scroll on down. The Dirt, leading app for camping availabilities, did this report, and this is a little bit of an ad for them as well, but it bodes well at the end of the story here. We'll talk about that, but essentially less than half of the campers have been occupying or used their reservations they made in 2023. That's as of the latest polls or the latest studies done. Can't do it on 2024, but they're saying that the reservation system is much less likely to give you a reservation. You're less likely to be successful. Here it is right here. 4 times more difficult to book a campground or a campsite in 2023. How come I can't? There we go. There it is in 2023 as compared to 2019. And they are finding that due to a variety of factors. Let's see if I can scroll on down here a little bit. 87.3 in 2023 canceled with more than 48 hours notice. 87.3 canceled. And with 32% of those that did cancel, pulled the plug in less than 48 hours notice. And some, this is the thing that I was trying to figure this out. Some canceled multiple reservations at different time frames. So they're essentially, as I go through and I read the story here, people are trying to set up their week or 2-week vacation for their family, and they're making multiple reservations for different time frames, and basically that way they'll have their choice when that time comes up to make to take the family on a reservation. And some of those have of that 87%, they just no-showed. They are reporting that because the price is inexpensive enough, and for somebody going on vacation with their families, trying to make a reservation and a family vacation, they just see it as a cost of doing business, a cost of $36 a night. The other thing that I read in here also is that they're reserving multiple sites, 2 and 3 sites, sometimes more. And that way, when they get there, they can take their pick of which sites or which site they want. And they let that the other reservations just go with literally no cancellation or refund or seeking a refund on the reservation. To them, it is just the cost of doing a family vacation. And this was kind of shocking to me because I never considered this side of it. And wow, that makes it tough for everybody trying to get out there and people like you and I, we would probably never think of that. There is a breakdown here as for exactly who is no-showing their reservations. Is the millennials and Gen Z campers are 52.6% likely to no-show than Gen Xers and baby boomers. There's also the folks probably not looking for a refund. Those campers, they're more than twice as likely to no-show with those family incomes, family household incomes of $250,000 or more versus those with less than $50,000. Makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. That is sad. That is absolutely sad. So looks like they went to great lengths. Let's see if we can find it here. 87.3% canceled more than 48 hours. Somewhere here, though, it was right up at the very beginning. Guys, it was right there. Less than half the campers, 42.7%, used their reservations in 2023 that they made. That means that over 58% or close to 58% of the reservations that are being made are going vacant. They're not going to them, and it is absolutely to me it was mind numbing. I wouldn't have thought that that number would be so much, and wow, for somebody that is trying to find a and reserve a campsite down in the lower Keys, this is really sad. I wonder what the ratio of people selling those camp reservations is as well. This is probably the next report that'll be done, trying to scalp the reservations and the campsites, and there's this has caused a lot of conversation, and so here we'll go ahead and stop this. But rvbusiness.com, go check that out. The story is there. They have a lot of interesting news, and they're not sponsored by me. Don't tell them that you came from my show, because I don't know them, they don't know me. But yeah, it's quite eye-opening to see that going on. So yeah, hey, it's all about me. That's how people think nowadays. I don't think you're wrong there, Don. And I've talked with a few people about this, and I honestly think that there are also, the report goes on to say that they literally made reservations for the same block of time at different campgrounds, so they could have their choice of where they brought their family to. And you saw it is a high percentage of them that don't cancel their reservation within 42 hours. Recently, and also as part of the story, now I didn't read into it, and I don't know exactly what they're doing. California has written some new laws on the books now to encourage, is the words that they used in the article, to encourage canceling more than a week in advance. So don't know what is involved with that, and obviously it brings up the question of, do you have, how do we stop this? How do we make this stop? And quite honestly, this is really going to be up to the states. This, depending on, they're not all on Reserve America. Some of them, like Florida, they handle their own reservations, and it's really going to take some people at the top there to step in and say, okay, we need to stop this. And my own personal is that you're not going to fine them. Some of these people really don't care about fines. But I think if you took their reservation privileges away, now granted, there are some people out there that have legitimate excuses why they couldn't either cancel or show up, and that will obviously be a problem. But and to me, if you get one chance, and if you do it again, they need to shut down your privileges at least for a year. I think that would get their attention, and increasing for every infraction after that. So they do it 2 or 3 years down the road and say, okay, this is your second one. We're going to go ahead and keep you from reserving for 3 years. But there does need to be a penalty system of some sort. Don't go there. Oh my gosh. An ad just popped up as I was doing that. There we go. Right there. Yeah, it needs to be a penalty system or a limit on multiple reservations at the same time. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but apparently you can go on and you can make multiple reservations. Now, guys, I admit I'm a little bit guilty of this. With Thousand Trails, it's a little bit different with a membership program, because I will make a reservation, and then quite legitimately, for one reason or another, I will either push it out a week or cancel the reservation altogether. And I do use it as, a placeholder for where I intend to be. And there are going to be those people out there, but there seems to me that there should be a responsibility to cancel that reservation as soon as you realize you're not going to be there. And obviously, if you've got reservations at different parks for the same period of time, that nonsense needs to stop now. That you should not be able to enter a reservation for two parks at the same time. But again, this is Reserve America, not talking to, Florida reservation systems. Those systems don't talk to each other, so they wouldn't know. Reserve America, I don't know if they have plans in place or they have seen that and already put the kibosh on it. So I can't speak towards that. And Florida as well, but obviously it is a problem. And this involves nationwide. It isn't just any one particular state. I bring it up only because it's already tough to make reservations, but it's going to get tougher until we figure out how to solve this. Now, my own opinion is the government doesn't have a huge incentive to change that, whether it be state or federal. Or Reserve America, they don't have a huge incentive to place limits on reservations because they're getting obviously paid for those spots. But something needs to be done, and it's going to take the heads of those companies, states, federal leaders to step in and say, yeah, we can't have this, can't do this anymore. So this one hit kind of home, and and this story popped up on my feed probably because I have been hitting the reservations, trying to get Florida reservations in 11 months in advance. So far, I have not been able to do it. So keep the government out of it. Yeah. I agree. I would like to say that, but since they're already in it, somebody needs to step up and we have to have some place to put the responsibility on. I put it directly on those that are doing this out there, and I would not have kind words for somebody that told me that they were doing that. I can absolutely guarantee you, but that doesn't do any good for the whole. What really would do good is speaking out about it, and that's why I put it out here on Nomad News. And that's the best way that I can speak out. Now, talking a little bit about that, what can you do to combat it? Well, obviously, I've got in my mind, well, if I get to within a couple weeks out, maybe I can find some reservations for those parks for people that have camped there. But yeah, I thought about that too. That's a good point. Or a sister or another family's name or something. And there will always be those that are trying to get around it there. And I don't think that you'll ever fully get rid of that. But you can't not do something just because people will get around it. That they talked about the wall in Mexico. Well, people just buy longer ladders. So, well, you can't just not do anything. You got to do something about it. So there will always be some way that somebody will figure out how to work around it. But I agree. It's a problem. Yeah, they don't even check ID. Yeah, that needs to stop too. So, Florida. Oh, that's good to know right there. The person making the reservation needs to check in. Do they now? WCRV Adventures, they've got experience with a lot of those parks down there. Do they actually ask for that ID, or they just it's a verbal verification? I can tell you most of the time walking into Thousand Trails, very rarely am I asked for actual ID. I usually just tell them my name and they say welcome and hand me a packet. So, but yeah, it's interesting. So what can you do about it? Florida has never checked my ID. Yeah, then you're down there. You're down there. So there are programs out there, Wandering Labs. Don Cowboy Biker Adventures turned me onto that one. I have that one checking for reservations down there. Let's see, what Wandering Labs and Camp Nab is another one. In the story there, they talk about dirt. And I'll just go ahead and see if I can't put that back up there again. We'll scroll to it. This actually sounds like another option that I may have to jump on that one. And let's see if we can pull that up there. That's why we created dirt alerts. So campers are immediately notified when someone cancels their reservation at a sold out campground, even at the very last moment. So dirt, I plan on looking into that app and see. They talk about it a little bit down here. The dirt, as you can see, they have upgraded the Dirt Pro. I don't know. Yeah, get rid of advanced maps, discounts, camping, and more. So never heard of Dirt. I actually have heard of it. I've never used it, so I'm not familiar with it. But that is a topic for another live coming up. We're gonna go over some of the most common apps and look for that in the next week's coming up. And we'll even go and use some of those because I've actually been talking to, let's see if we can go to the Dirt real quick, right on there, just see if we can see their screen, give them a little shout out, at least it's an option. There you go. So there you go. Yeah, I intend on looking into that. Okay, Dirt, that's all you get. That's all you've paid for. There you go. Actually, they haven't paid for any of it. I'm still waiting for my check. Desert Gypsy, there's Miss Bonnie stepping in right there. Glad to have you here. So far, Wandering Labs, Camp Nab are the two that I'm using. Wandering Labs does have a free version that I've been using, and I'll probably use that for a couple months. I believe it covers just one search for one time period, and it's per email. I actually have 2 emails, so I went ahead and signed up to them on both emails, and so I have a couple of campgrounds down there. Camp Nab, as I recall, I think it was about $10 a month, and I'm getting searches at three different campgrounds. Don't quote me on that. I may have that wrong, but so far I've only had one hit and was not there anytime soon enough to try to take advantage of that. And I believe that was on Camp Nab. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting. So, all right. Let's see if we can't throw a little more video up there a little bit. And that is going to wrap it up for Nomad News, at least as far as that goes. Now, if we enter into conversation later, we can make that happen. So, but let's go ahead and throw that up there and continue on. Including data, so I don't really have the directions. We're just going to venture out and see if we can find it. We're going to give it a shot. Who knows what we'll get into here, but the skies are clear. Nobody flying today. It's been the last couple days, it's been quiet. I mean, really quiet. With the exception of the first day, there really hasn't been anything flying. So, time to get out and do a field trip and maybe see if we can find something in the other direction. So, hang on, guys. an update on the black mailbox. Just taking a stop here just for a second. And the black mailbox still here. Oh, little alien. It's got a sticker on there. Huh. I don't have a sticker with me. May have to stop and put another sticker on it. Seems like the black mailbox is getting replaced. Oh, there's Area 51 Rider on the back there. Ooh, no U.S. mail. Somehow I think there is a collection of mailboxes. It seems like it's replaced fairly often with a new mailbox. Probably will end up in some goofy museum somewhere, but good to see it still here. All right, we need to still get on up the road here. We have a ways to go yet. Ooh, got a little sneak. I was going to stop it before it got to that, but you got a little sneak peek right there. Yeah, that's all you get for the moment. We're gonna come to that and finish out the live with that one right there, and possibly an alien. I'm remaining optimistic. I'm remaining optimistic. I just refilled my while you guys were enjoying that. I was just refilling my beverage of choice. Yeah, Cowboy Biker Adventures mentions on Wandering Labs it's $30 a year for 10 campgrounds or more at once. I may end up doing it. If we get about 6 months out and I still don't have any reservations, I may have to pull the trigger on that and get a little more serious about it. So the government collects the mailbox and records all the stickers and tracks for the rest of your life. Well, yeah, I don't think that's true, Bill. I don't think that's true. At least I hope it's not, because I've been there several times, and yeah. So, is the roof white due to snow? No, it is not. No. That is pure unadulterated sunshine. So, well, maybe adulterated by some trees, but no snow. So, Dave, you need to do what now? What do I need to do? Oh, I need to do the Wandering Labs, you're probably saying. Well, you might be right, Don. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm already putting out $10 a month for Camp Nabs. So, but if they do 10 searches for $30 a year, yeah, I may have to drop them and try it. I don't know. I am bound and determined, though. I am glad that you are enjoying it down there on the Keys. I wish I was down there with you, because that is some beautiful area down there. I can't wait to get down there and do that. Oh, otherwise, I made it into Lake Tahoe from Urington, Nevada, and I want to tell you, just being around the trees is, again, I haven't seen trees, I think, since Colorado, dropping out of the mountains of Colorado. And I want to say that was September. I think that was September, guys. And it makes me appreciate the trees so much more, because you get back into them and you don't realize how much you missed them. So good to be up here. I have not ventured out. Essentially, I just kind of set up everything and kind of relaxed. So I'll probably venture out and see some of the places. I've had some recommendations on places to go here in Lake Tahoe. I'll be making that happen, but soon enough. So, oh, oh, what do we yeah. I've had people, because we talking about the government collects records. People have told me, you pull into that valley there by Area 51, they already know about you. They already know about you. I don't know whether to believe it or not, but I will tell you what. I heard a story about the guy that runs Dreamland.com, I believe is the name of it, and it's a website about Area 51. And I want to tell you this: you can get into some trouble. You can get into some trouble. It was 19 months ago, I think it was. The alphabet agencies broke in his door, not only there in Rachel, Nevada, but he had a second house in Las Vegas. I think his girlfriend or his wife happened to be at the one in Las Vegas. He was at the one in Rachel, Nevada. And they broke into his house and took his computers and all of his electronics, and broke into his house in Las Vegas and did the same thing down there. And he has not received any of it back. Apparently, as the story goes, he posted something that he says he does not know what it is. Something tells me that he's not going to say what it is, because right now, the way it's standing, everything basically he's got no word. It's been 19 months since they did this. The government actually has 5 years to file charges against you. And I I'll tell you what, that is a problem that I recognize that is part of traveling to the Area 51 and filming like I do. And if I were to catch something and put it online, there it seems like the government has no bounds, no restrictions. They'll track me down. They'll figure out how to find me, but they have to find me first. So, as it turned out, it was an interesting stay at Area 51, because what was interesting about it was there was the first day that I was there, there were jets flying up there. The following days that I was there, and Tom and Lori can attest, not one plane, not one thing in flight, nothing was flying. Normally up there, it's a training area for Nellis. They're flying, training missions all the time. They're constantly training up there. So every day, it's just a matter of how close they actually come to you, where down to ground level. And yeah, this is I've never seen anything like it in all the years of going there to Area 51, staying in that same spot, and absolutely nothing was flying. I think there was one morning we heard a plane. It was way off in the distance, and have no idea if it was Air Force related or not, what it was related to. Did not see a darn thing. So it was odd. It was quite odd. So yeah, 5 years. Is that? Yeah, Don and I are still on the hook, Bob. We are. So maybe they perfected. That came up. We talked about that, and I'll tell you that they are working on that. But yeah, I don't think they're that good. I don't think they're that good. But we laugh because that maybe they've perfected it now. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Just being in Yuma by the airport there and seeing the fighters take off from there. Yeah, no, they haven't perfected that at all. In fact, if anything, they're louder. They're louder. So, But other than that, I have been over all the footage. I took video footage, both of infrared camera and night lapses. The infrared is real time, and which means that it's constantly rolling. And then the night lapses are about every 10 seconds. The camera takes a shot and then it blends them all together so that you have these. Normally, they're cool time lapses. You can see the clouds going over and things like that. Checking all of the footage that I've had from those nights, there was just nothing moving around that place. Just nothing moving around that place. So you would still hear them. Yeah, you'd still, and we did. So have you checked your roof lately? Yeah, I'm incriminating myself. True story. I do have some video that I am kind of afraid to share. Maybe one of these days. I hope I don't have to wait 5 years to do that. It didn't show anything top secret though, but I did mess with the goons. The Area 51 goons. They're camo dudes. That's all I'm gonna say. I did mess with them, and I think I freaked them out a little bit. But I'm actually afraid to show that video because I don't know if they have 5 years for coming after me for intimidating the goons. So I don't know. But yeah. I did make a brief stop at Rachel, Nevada, and saw that a little bit. Not a lot has changed there. So, Dave, I put that video on a couple. Yeah, but see, it was you and showing it me, so you're not incriminated, Don. You're not. Mine is first person view, and I would be incriminated in that. So, no, I know that you put it on, but so far I haven't either. They haven't found me, or well, so far they haven't found me. We'll just leave it at that. So no, it was entertaining though. It was entertaining. And I a couple years ago, so I got 3 more years to go before I can bring that up. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I did not go up to the gate. Still to this day, I sat there and looked at that road and I thought about driving the 13 miles up that road to the front gate. And Don, I have to say, you can't beat. I mean, once you've done a live up there by the front gate, there's really nothing left to say. That was a mic drop moment, and yeah, it may have been 3 years now. You may be right. You may be right. Yeah, I just did not feel the huge interest of driving up there. Don't know if they've made any changes or not up there, but yeah, gosh darn it, once you've pulled off a live up there. Yeah, I'm what more can you do? I mean, really. Did see plenty of people going up there. Oh, there was a rumor about the white bus. And the rumor was that they got rid of the white bus and they were now using passenger vans instead of the white bus to ferry the workers in and out of the base. And I can tell you that the white bus came by almost every day except on the weekends. So yeah, it's still running. It's still the same old white bus, and I can only imagine what those folks' butt feels like doing that every day. Still, no one else has done a live up there. I have not seen it either, Don. So we can pat ourselves on the back on that one. I'm going to tell you though, I was nervous as hell doing that live. I've never been nervous about doing a live, and the camo dudes, the camo goons, the goons came closer to us than I have ever seen them. They drove within 10 feet of us on the road. And when they came over by us, now, Don, we've talked about this before, so hopefully it's okay to share. I think you and I both were like, okay, we don't know what's about to happen. As it turned out, the goons just kept on driving on by, and we went on with our life. I think we were still setting up at that time, and we went on with our lives. But I was too dumb to use. Yeah. Yeah, we had thousands of dollars worth of equipment there, Don, and I did keep cameras rolling, and I'll tell you what, I was nervous. I was nervous. So, all right, we are coming up towards the top of the hour here. Still good memories, Don. I really enjoy it, and extraterrestrial tourism at its finest there near Area 51. So, yeah, they came within feet of us. Yeah. Area 51 uses the Neptune year. What is that? 164.8 Earth years for each year. Well, how long is that going to take before I can release that video? I don't even know. I don't have to wait that long, do I? I don't know. All right, here we go. Let's throw this up here real quick. Lots going on this one. What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Huh. Kind of looks like an alien. That's kind of interesting right there. I think that's one of the first birds that I've seen. Lots more happening over this way. Not sure what the dots represent. What do you see? Again, all open to interpretation. I think it's just fascinating that somebody at some point in the past scratched these into the wall. And I don't even know what it would take to scratch in the wall. I don't know what I would use, what rock works best. Well, there you go. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and stop that and get back up here. Yeah, interesting. You know what? That is 640 acres that's been set aside up there. I don't remember if it was by the Park Service or if it's a national reserve, but 640 acres. And guys, that is Mount Irish on the other side of the mountain from Area 51. And I stopped several times driving through that place. Pretty amazing that those rocks and what you saw there is just the tip of the iceberg. If you get into petroglyphs, and I do, I love seeing them. It just fascinates me to know. And I've got my own theories. I say it was punks. It was punks. We have them today. They're painting on the walls in the cities. All right. But they were done a long time ago. So until the parents said, stop doing that, they just kept doing it. Okay? So everybody else looks at them and goes, I wonder what they're trying to say. The Grand Poobah at the Flintstones. You have to remember, this was probably done before the Flintstones. So they didn't have a reference. Maybe the Flintstones got it from them. I don't know. But standing on 2 feet with horns coming out of your head, I'm going for aliens. I'm just going for aliens. So I filmed a little bit more, and I tell you what, fascinating area. If you're ever up in the area and want to go for a little drive, and check that out. 640 acres. There's a campground. It looks like a brand new campground up there, and literally in any direction you can walk to the rocks that are up there and find those petroglyphs. They're everywhere. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up for tonight, and we will see you guys next week. I'm probably going to be right here, but I have, just to give you a little idea of what I'm thinking of for next week, I have 3 times now with 3 different new people, new to RVing, new to traveling. Um, I have recommended apps that I use on a regular basis, and we'll go over some of those apps, and I'll share those with you, and even how to use them. Because even though I tell them, yeah, go and use Campendium, or go and and then it was like, well, not quite sure how to use this thing, and we will go through that. So if you have curiosity about any of the apps out there, we're going to cover some of them, and certainly not all of them, because there's a lot of resources out there for traveling full time. Some of them have saved me thousands of dollars, and I'm not just kidding about that. Have saved me thousands of dollars. So I'm going to go ahead and give Dawn the last word of the night right there. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. You guys have a good week. We will see you guys next week. It's so that's what we're going to do. We will see you next week. Take care, guys. If you have your own suggestions about the apps that you'd like to see next week, let me know what they are. I'll look into them. If it's not one that I use, I'm always looking for new ones to use, especially ones that save me money. Please, if you find those, save me money. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. And I still have happy hour left. So there you go.